Alright, folks. Welcome back, everyone. 欢迎大家回来。今天是第99天。It is day 99. So tomorrow, the 4-hour lesson, we're going to do our 100-day tentative takes. It's supposed to be a companion piece, right, for Wanikani. It's a great way to draw contrast between two different models and how I'm going to adjust them. I actually think I ended up preferring, in a way, through the bootstrapping, very specific changes that I made to the Wanikani way of interacting in order to liberate some time. I feel HanziHero has become a very inspirational design. There are very specific design choices that allows me to liberate a lot of time, but still get the engagement that is required, so then I can expand to other things. Unfortunately, today I kind of went a little ham on the whole talking thing on the side of Wanikani, so after this we're pretty much ending our session for today with HanziHero. Tomorrow will be the same. We'll do Wanikani as quickly as possible, which is going to be a little tough because today was level up day, so we leveled up to 11, which causes a huge peak time. So hopefully we can. I'm still a little. I will have enough energy to go through the tentative takes in HanziHero. HanziHero will be probably like 4 to 5 hours long. These type of things tend to be incredibly taxing physically, not necessarily mentally, just physically. And that's for tomorrow. That's for tomorrow. So what happened yesterday? Let's see. So Turf, Slenderman, Bart Simpson, bathroom, rack, on a rack, he falls out off the cliff into the turf or something and it escapes, right? Hey. I gotta read this again. I'm not quite sure. But all those things lead me to Bay, which is prepare. And then this one, this one was rough. So we have Goofy, bathroom, pawn shop. Ghost comes in, has a necklace around it. Soul comes in, has a necklace that they bought from the pawn shop around it. Goofy's like doing his own thing. He's accustomed to seeing ghosts and being clumsy about cleaning, right? Well, custom. Then we have Wan Quan. Wan Quan is, we're operating on the idea of completing. So you complete all. So you're all completely, right? Or wholly. Everything, the complete package. You're throwing it all in. Wholly all in. Alright. Let's take a look at this for a sec. What do you have? Bart is in the bathroom of the beach house by wearing some swim trunks. He is tied to a rack in a bathtub. And Slenderman, as he's preparing to take him out, Slenderman gets some turf and holds over his mouth. But Bart Simpson struggles and he's able to fall out down the cliff. Yeah, I don't even know where the cliff is in this character. Guess I can kind of see it. But the rack and the cliff are one thing. Anyways. It's no problem. It can stay as a weak thing until we get more vocabulary. Be fine. We'll make the connections. At least I think. Okay. So let's get into our lesson.
周末
Weekend. That's fine. Last week is a weekend. Last part of a week is a weekend. 你周末通常都 通常都做什么 ？Interesting， 通常
你周末通常都做什么？
or usually 通常下个周末 next week。Okay。
周末
I forgot how to write more 周末
歌词
歌词 which is song and character words song and words. I was gonna think of characters, but characters is a different character, lack of a better. So 歌词 oh no, what is neck? That's a counter for song. The neck 歌的歌词很好很好。
这首歌的歌词很好。
这首歌的歌词很好。歌词做虾 No, that's not 虾。I don't think we have this yet. Oh no, 作者 Yeah, we do. 作者 Yeah, 作者歌词作者Not quite good, you know. 作者歌词作者
歌词
词 was Casper defending the house, words squirting around. Okay, yes. 歌词
靠近
to lean on close or near. To lean on, near, close. To be close, that's fine. To be close, something to be near enough that you can lean on it. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. 靠近我们 Interesting. 靠近我们小 something 有一家 something 是
靠近我们小区有一家超市。
小区超市 Oh yeah, 超市 supermarket 超市小区超市他的房间靠近厕所 maybe 厕所 It's probably 厕所
他的房间靠近厕所。
Oh, it's 4 not 2厕所哎
靠近词典
which is word list or canon, word record, dictionary, right? 汉字 no 汉语 no 汉音 Oh yeah, that makes sense. 汉音 Okay. 汉音词典
汉英词典
Contemporary Chinese Dictionary. 见 So I don't have that. Let's say 见复汉语词典
现代汉语词典。
Oh, die. That's die. 现 Oh, it's not 见 现 Whoops, my bad. 现代 Oh, 现代 Okay, 现代汉语汉语词典 Okay.
词典可靠
can lean on. Reliable. Okay. Something that's reliable you can lean on. Yeah. Okay. Trustworthy. 这消息是可考的，
这消息是可靠的。
是可靠的。哦，靠，可靠。Did I mess up? Yeah, I messed up the wrong time. 可靠的。这消息是可靠的。靠的 What the heck are you? Something 对，可靠，
绝对可靠。
绝对，Oh, that's another 绝对可靠 Absolutely. It kind of sounds like absolutely, but not the character I would think of.
可靠，
Reliable. Fine. Okay.
周末，靠近，
靠近。歌词。
歌词，
词典。
词典，
可靠。
可靠，
Next one. 下周 I haven't seen it that way, but 下周 that's right. Below also means next. Do I have next written for this? No. Yeah. That's part of the character meaning, next. So it's used multiple times for next, actually. 他放假放到下周。
他放假放到下周。
放假放到下周。Make sense?
下周，红色，
红色 red. It's just red color. 那个红色的行李I don't know that one's, but maybe it's 招 maybe 肩
那个红色的行李箱。
箱jeez 箱 Oh, like 冰箱 Oh yeah, that's right, 冰箱 for refrigerator 冰箱icebox 冰箱 right 那个红色的行李箱以太 where's it Thai 以太 this is Thai in Chinese 以太红色的车 right yeah 以太it's 一台红色的车
一台红色的车。
So it's 2, not 4. Instead of die, which is in Japanese.
红色，药水，
药水 liquid medicine. Yeah, that makes sense. Medicine liquid. Medicine water. A medicinal liquid is kind of nice. Okay. 一瓶药水 Yeah. 一瓶药水。
一瓶药水。
一瓶药水。Whenever E is often before a 1, 2, or 3, it ends up sounding like a 4. So 一瓶药水。 这瓶药水很苦。
这瓶药水很苦。
It's 3, but the automator, the synthetic voice, likes to have a higher pitch than me, which I think I'm just gonna come to accept as my idiosyncrasy. 不要喝太多，不要喝太多药水。
不要喝太多药水。
药水。上周。
上周 we should add last to this. Yep. Okay. 上周 okay. That's fine. Just last thing. 上周的风 oh no, that's 风 not who. That's Japanese. 上周的no, I don't know what that is.
上周的风暴。
暴 wow, that's 暴风暴 okay.
上周。回顾。
回顾 return. We're returning to the what is that page to look back. We're returning to look back, so to review. That's fine. To review something that happened is to return to the topic and look back at what happened then. Yeah, or to recall. Ooh, recall is good. And then it's still to look back. 回顾过去的 experience. 哦 I have this, don't I? No, I only have the Japanese.
回顾过去的经历。
经历 okay. 经历 experience. Oh wait, no, I have this. I have Li. Li Shi. Yeah, I should have known Li. It's been a while since I saw Li though. That's kind of scary. How does this work? We have a toe. 2. No, do I have Li? Maybe I don't. I think I just know I have Li because Li shares history. Anyways, I'll figure it out. 老师要我们回顾课 lesson 课 something
老师要我们回顾课程。
课程 What is 程? We don't have 程 yet. 他常常回顾自己的 something 部 no 散步 something 步 right?
他常常回顾自己的进步。
进步 oh that's 步 just kidding 进步 so we went with the 步 first because it's run but it's not walk 进步 oh and I knew 进 yeah 进步 I should know both of them by read alone 进步 separately. I'm not sure we have 步 yet. Yeah, we do have 步 跑步 we have 跑步 and 进 like 请进 please come in 请进
回顾
which is to review. That's fine. We're fine.
下周
上周
上周
上周 not 上周上周 Actually, I don't like 香洲. It's a little too ungy. 香洲. Uh, 回顾,
回顾，
回顾. That sounded almost like 回顾. 回顾, 红色,
红色，
红色. 药水.
药水，
Next one.
相
Next one.
让，
相让,相让. Mutual one another. Mutual one another. Oh, one another. Word? How did this work? You had dressed. It's Robin Hood. Yield? Yield one another. To make concessions, yield to one another. Ah, I see. To make concession, you must yield to the demands of one another. Okay. You don't have to make yield to demands, but you could like yield to opinions to make concessions in opinions to concede. Yeah, that's fine. I almost feel like yield is also to concede. Maybe I'll add concede to this character. Because this character embodies all of the concession. Not this one. One another is targeting the peeps. What do we have here? Kissed. That might be yikes, it's not her. Could be ke. It's not that. Neither will make concessions. Something boo. 相让.
各不相让，
Oh, 各. I was thinking it's either 和 ke, but it's 各. 各不相让. Okay. Polite. You seem familiar. So, okay, this is Li, right? Li something 相让.
礼貌相让，
礼貌. Could have fooled me. 礼貌. Oh, 礼貌. Oh, that makes sense now. Oh, 礼貌 means polite. 礼貌. 礼貌 is like manners. But it might be manners too. I actually don't know. If this is 礼貌 is the same as 礼貌. 礼貌. Ne mao, yeah, ne mao. It might be a different one though. It could be ne and mao. Ne mao is for manners. Li mao. Li mao xiang rang. I'm talking about Fujianese, but I don't know what the Mandarin is. This might be the Mandarin equivalent. Li mao. Oh, I saw this. Oh no, I didn't see this. This is he, right? 照合作中相让是很重要的 cooperation to make concessions. Oh,
在合作中，相让是很重要的。
yeah. 合作 is to cooperate. And this is in the middle of cooperating. In cooperation. 合作. Yeah, to cooperate. That's actually one of the Duolingo vocabulary words near the end. 合作. 相让是很重要的. Making concessions is very important. Mm-hmm.
相让，草药，
草药 herbs, grass medicine. 草药 okay, I got you. 呃，他不认识这种草药。
他不认识这种草药。
他不认识 so to recognize 认识这种草药。Fair enough. That's self-explanatory. 我们 something gather. Oh hey, we didn't get did we get gather? Tree, turkey, standard. No, standard is cross. Oh no, maybe it's not. It's turkey with tree, right? 族 is this 族？囤了很多草药。No, it's not. We don't have 节 yet. 集 I mean 采集 don't have gather yet, but in Japanese it's gather. So it helps with gather.
我们采集了很多草药。
采集了很多草药。Still could interpret it even because of help with Japanese. 草药
草药
medicinal herb. Can I get away with that? Oh,
澡
that's okay.
堂
澡堂 right? A bath hall. 澡堂 bathhouse. Baths. Okay, bathhouse. 澡堂你去过公共澡堂吗？澡堂
你去过公共澡堂吗？
澡堂吗？你去过公共澡堂吗？这家教堂很有特色 of unique 特色 special color
这家澡堂很有特色。
特色 interesting or unique. A unique color is a special color is quite unique. 我喜欢去澡堂放松 it could be 放松 because I do kind of see a songish thing going on. 放松 no, that's probably not it. I'm thinking of relax. 放松身心
我喜欢去澡堂放松身心。
It's 松 Okay. 放松身心Okay.
澡堂
澡堂
感
gun. Oh, we finally got gun. To feel. Is that really what I'm going with? A heckin' blowgun? Hold up. How does a battle axe transfers into a bowgun? You have a super advanced bowgun that you want to try out. You put your mouth against it and blow, and a huge battle axe comes barreling out. Before landing on the ground, next time you will use a miniature battle axe as a dart. What? Please tell me this is a blowgun. How do we get to blowgun? I mean, how do we get to fill? Oh my gosh, this blowgun. It's gonna be a little absurd. Okay. I mean, use your mouth to blow out a blowgun and it hits the ground, sure. At the ground, sure. Alright. Sure.
感
Gun. Okay. So Gandalf is in the basement of the pawn shop. We gotta place him in the basement. In search of a goblin that ran away, that stole something. A goblin that stole something and ran away and retreated to the bathroom. A loot goblin. He pops out from behind some boxes of goods and shoot a dart from a blowgun right at Gandalf's heart. Rip. I see the heart and a blowgun. Gandalf collapsed and can't get up. He can't feel anything. It seems the dart was tipped with poison. Okay, so he can't feel anything. So, let's see. Gandalf is in, Gandalf was pursuing a loot goblin that stole something. Admittedly, maybe was there to go and steal something, right? And he was hiding. He shoots a blowgun right at Gandalf's heart and collapsing. Can't get up because he's paralyzed. Or can't feel anything. That's gonna be tough. What is he talking about though? Food texture. Oh, interesting. To feel mouth. The mouth feel. Oh my gosh, that's mouth feel. Food texture. Mouth feel. Kogan. Kogan. Feelings. Ganqing. Feeling plus feeling equals feeling. Alright. To feel feelings. I got you. To catch a cold, 感冒. To feel cold. Or to feel kind of meh. Sensitive. 敏感. Or is that 敏感? Oh no. Perception. 感性. Is that the same Xing as surname or name? That's kind of weird too. Okay, feel works. Kogan is great. Kogan is great. Great. All right, that's fine. We're okay.
感
So Gandalf. Right, hits, falls. Okay, got it. Okay. All right.
草药 相让
相让
澡堂
澡堂
感
and all right, we got a lot of characters today. Okay, one, it looks suspiciously like one. Oh no, how is one different from gun? Oh, foreman, or was it foreman? Oh man, I'm not sure. Hold up, I gotta look up this dork thing. Yeah. Oh no, it's not. It's Bill. It's Bill. One for Bill. That's right. It's the stork was delivering a bill. Okay. All right. One. Goofy is in front of the pawn shop where he is trying to slack off from work. The problem is that there's a stork in the sky as well as a walking eye in the pawn shop disguised with a flannel and jeans, both observe his every step. Okay. Alright, so Goofy is slacking off. Goofy to be doing goofy things. There's a stork in the sky that works for the pawn shop. And we gotta place him in the pawn shop. The delivery stork that works for the pawn shop. And the walking eye, surveillance eye from the pawn shop, because pawn shop has weird things, are observing him. Changguan Tanguan, to visit, participate, and observe. Tanguan, sure. Point of view, 观点, to observe point of view. Got it. 观众, no idea what the right thing is at the moment. 观枪, not sure what the shang is. Oh wait, glitter bomb? Oh, no, that's not it. The closest thing we have is 称, and then 专观, magnificent, to observe, attire. Oh no, it's different. It's a different one. It's 壮观, which is different from 专观. I don't know if that's even a word.
观
When
园
Yuan original. Oh no. That's a spring. So we have a white small thing. Out of a small hole flows a spring of white water. The white color is from all the sulfur in the warm sulfur spring. Alright. Original. Okay.
园
Yuan. Yugi is inside the pawn shop cold. He suddenly has an original idea of getting warm. He takes out an original vintage Yu-Gi-Oh card called Cliff Spring. Okay, and activates it. Suddenly, a small cliff emerges from the ground of the shop, and nestled within it is a warm spring. Yugi being very not original, does a cannonball into the spring. Okay. Alright. So somehow he's cold. And there's nothing really marking the pawn shop. Yeah, there's no way to tell if he's inside the pawn shop and where he would do it and why inside in the middle of the pawn shop. So maybe like the pawn shop is requesting maybe the pawn shop owner is requesting someone to provide a way to warm up the room, right? And Yu-Gi-Oh decided, what an original idea, by summoning a cliff spring. It activates it and create a warm spring in the middle of the pawn shop. Maybe. And he gets paid for it or something like that. Maybe we add a little bit more there. Yuan. 还原. Oh. Return it to normal, to the original, to restore. I see. 原理. Principle. As in the principal place, your original inside, original place, original principle. That might actually be dealing with like Yuanli sounds more like investment or finance. Like this is the principal amount, the original amount inside. Yuan Shi. Glove and girl. A woman in glove. Sure. I don't know what that is yet. No. 原则. That might also be principle. One of these might deal with finance. And one of them may be the person, maybe? Raw material. Yuan Lao. Original stuff. I don't know what that is supposed to be. Yeah, it has a ladle. No, it has a measuring cup and some rice. Okay. Okay. So somehow, for whatever reason, he's in the
圆
pawn shop. They're offering payment to warm up the middle of the pawn shop, right? With a very like attractive centerpiece. So Yugi had an original idea by creating a warm spring in the middle of a pawn shop to attract sales or something. That might work, actually. What an original idea, right?
结
Jie to tie. Jie. Soldier mouse silk. Alright. Jimmy Neutron is once again inside the electricity plant, where he is trying to sneak in to steal some electricity for his experiment. Okay. Just as he gets near one of the generators, a soldier comes out of nowhere and captures him. Then the soldier ties him up and his robot dog with a piece of silk. Jimmy keeps on yelling to the soldier to let him go, so he gets his mouth tied shut with some silk too. Okay. Bind. Alright. Tell me it's tie. Oh no. Oh no. To combine. 结合 to tie fit. I can keep, yeah, to tie fit. I can see that as combined. 结论. We don't have anything on 论. Maybe ending, to tie up endings for conclusion. To tie in, to tie ideas together for conclusion. Untie. Oh, the unite. What the 团结? Maybe the left side is to cooperate or something. 结束. The end. To end. 树. What the heck is 树? No 树 yet. Summary. 总结. Okay, this one's gonna be tough. I don't have any references. There's no combination here. Other than fitting. So you're tying to fit. So you're combining, you're tying together so they fit well, right? They fit together. To tie together, to fit together. Okay. Yes.
结
Trying to steal this the ties the dog up, he keeps complaining. Also tie up the mouth. Okay. Alright.
选
Shen. Shen. So we have 2 snake skins. Want a modified snake skin. 2 snake skins and a seaweed. I totally forgot about seaweed. Seaweed and road. Shen. To choose. Professor X is in the basement. Sure. Of the pawn shop. So many pawn shops today. Where he's trying to choose. That is choose in Japanese as well. Right. Which thing to buy to take with him on the road? One is a priceless snake skin of an extinct snake, so priceless. And this is pawn shop's basement stuff. The other is a piece of seaweed that looks quite tasty. Which will he choose? Also, he did get down here with a wheelchair. Also, did he get down here with a wheelchair? Oh, right, Professor X. Oh, that's kind of cute. He tied Professor X to the down basement. He has to get down. That's pretty good. I like it. To be elected. 当选. That's to choose to be as, or to the role to be elected. Oh, and then ticket. Choose ticket. Vote. Yeah. 选票. 选票. To select. I'm not sure about the left thing. What does it have to contribute to select? 选择. Not sure. To run for. 竞选. I feel like almost all of these deal with politics.
选
选. Alright, I think we're fine. And it's gone.
元节关选
Alright, that wasn't too bad. Alright. We gotta lock in. It's already 2:30. Okay. Alright. Tomorrow's gonna be... I might be a little bit exhausted tomorrow. Okay. Alright.
早就
他早就知道。
For a while now already. Long ago, yeah. I swear this is 4.
为什么
你为
Yeah.
什么喜欢他？
But there's a tone switch somewhere for way. I think it's tone swapped when it's used as a different form of speech and or a counter. Truth. No, not truth. Great.
主页
你可以在主页上找到更多信息。
信息. Universal page. 你可以在主页上找到更多信息。Faith. Of confidence. Zu Dao. Universal page, a master page. Like a home page? Okay. That's wrong. I hit the wrong tone there. It's fine.
课堂
他不在课堂里。
Yeah.
入
That's it. That's true. I entered the wrong thing there.
可能
他可能迟到。
It's really actually or be able to possible. Right, possible. Maybe. Yeah. I guess can is a little bit too strong than may. I should have used may there.
红酒，
他们在晚餐时喝红酒。
差，
Oops. I typed the same thing for B again. Biru. Biru. Right, Biru. Biru. Yeah. 我让座
让座，
给孕妇让座，
to offer one seat, I guess works, right? Yep.
照顾，
我们会照顾你的。
It is to take care of, but to look after, to care for, to take care of. Oops. Okay.
网友，
我有3个网友，
Okay.
座位，
这个座位有人吗？
收，
Or receive. Yeah. Okay. 客
顾客，
我们的顾客很重要。
我们的顾客很重要。What the heck is 顾客? Guest? Oh, customers.
海，地点，
开会地点，
开会地点 or place, site, area. Oh my gosh, scene. Scene is a little too much, I guess.
少，
Don't want to make that mistake again.
药店，
我昨天去药店买了一些感冒药。
打倒，
杰克一个接一个打倒他们。
It is get even, but oh no, sorry, not get even. Dang it! Get this knocked down like to kick. No, that's fine. That's fine.
食堂，
I was pretty
食堂什么
confident
时候开饭
it？was about hitting each other, but not get even in the sense of getting revenge, but hitting each other. But it's knocking each other down. I should have thought about topple. I should have thought about topple.
B，
Turn. What the flip? Wait. Did I type B, Ru? Wait. I think I actually am messing this up. Wait. Biru? It's not 2. Isn't it? He's comparing spoons, right? Oh, no. Okay, I don't actually know why it's 2. There's no way this is 2. It's 3. Oh. Oh, I said Biru and... Okay, I don't want to talk about it. It's fine. Biru was to compare to be like, for example. I've been typing the wrong thing over and over
比
again.
如
It's fine. That one's a little bit embarrassing. I keep saying Biru and I keep typing Biru. Oh my gosh. That's go. Let's go. Isn't there a to hit for this? No, to overthrow. Okay. To overthrow. This is rack. I don't remember what this is supposed to be. Wired fence. Rack wire fence. Yeah.
讲话
他的讲话已经录了音。
Speech. Okay, yeah. How did I screw this up? 不够。不够。
不够
10块美金。
当地
当地习俗。
Access locality. Oh, not the component. It's not the component. The component is... This component is wild. It's a big can, which is a barrel. Okay, fine.
猫 能够
青蛙能够跳得很高。
Okay. What? Oh, meaning. 能
停留
我可以停留1晚吗？
可怕
这种病很可怕。
The paw afraid to dread, dreadful. Okay, that's fine.
药片
他每天吃2片药片。
Power. This is a plow, borrow.
借 红茶
我喜欢喝红茶。
鞋 上游
他住在上游。
I gotta lock in, man. Dude, too much lollygagging. Oh my. Good. Was this the... No. This is,
下游
船在向下游行进。
Gotta lock in. Let's lock in. What? Oh no, Wen. Whoops. Barrel. Oof. you? No, wait. Where are you when you're balancing this? I need a place for him. Is he in front of the house?
大哭，
大哭不已。
Cry loudly. I was like cry loudly or cry, loud cry. Um,
礼堂，
礼堂已经挤满了。
蓝，特，
what? Oh, I didn't. To spray. Spray is in there. It's fine.
蓝图，
蓝图纸，
I typed 1 and 4 mix up. Wait. Wait. Hold. The eyeball, right? What? Yen? What does that have to do with the eyeball? So, oh, yeah. No. I'm good. I get what I did there.
最近，
他最近太忙。
Pendant. Dollhouse. Wrap it around. He was destroying things in his... Is that not it? Dollhouse. What? That's reality, right? So reality... I guess what he might have been at the beach house. No, what kind of place would he be in? Oh, is it Shrek? Oh, it's Shrek, isn't it? It's Shrek, not the Hulk. I guess Shrek and Hulk kind of confused. Because I'm imagining a green dude who's angry and like is fairly strong and okay. What? Oh, I misspelled. Whoops.
快，疼，早已，
他早已打定主意。
好早已 Still already or long ago. Wait. Did I not? That one?
合成，
这些颜色可以合成新的颜色。
Oh. Wait. I need, okay, I gotta slow down. Hold up. I gotta slow down. I keep not reading the left side of the characters. Okay. Okay. Why am I typing the wrong thing over and over again? I need to stop typing the wrong thing.
10
Okay. Yang? When? Oh, no. Oh, no. My gosh. I did it again. I typed wrong. Again. Gu Ren. Gu Ren. Please type Gu Ren. Please. And then this is the one. I read this incorrectly too. It's the Capitol building cooler. And I have no idea who it is that has the Capitol building cooler. It's
2
Link. That's the only way I can remember Liang is because Japanese. That's how I remember it. Oh, jeez.
静 完全
我完全忘了。
And how did I screw this up? Why did I screw this up? He's balancing on his tongue, right? Under an umbrella. He's so relaxed. Heckin' Sherlock. It's heckin' Sherlock. So I have Sherlock and James Bond imagery mixed up.
书
Like when I picture someone intelligent who's like debonair and doing extraordinary things, I'm getting Sherlock and James Bond mixed up. And that's another typo. To the pile. And this is the water. So this is the spray version, right? This is piao. Because they're
飘
outside, floating altar, right? Float. And I keep typing the wrong thing. I'm trying to type gu wen.
顾问
聘某人为顾问。
生
And then I type out this too.
提到
他提到了这件事。
参
It's participate or attend. Okay. All right. I think I got my bearings back. Right? And it's gone. I don't have anything for the right. I don't know what that is. 他会什么 something 听的 Maybe I can figure this out. Isu, no. What is that? Magic stick? Oh no, it could be We'll try one more time, but I have to think about it.
公斤，
我体重刚好50公斤。
I can figure this out, right? T. I keep thinking it's Su. T Su. But what does that even mean? T Su. No. T. T Su. No. T. No. T Su. No. T. Ting. T. T Ting. T. Oh, what are you? Tifa? No, no, no. Okay, words. We have words, a hoe, possibly a hoe and a magic stick. Xing? No. Just have no idea what that is. There's nothing to go off of. It's just complete blank. To lift? Oh, wait. Halfway. Something. I have no idea. My best, I guess, thing is T. It's the same one I'm going with. Oh, it is Sue. Why does it sound so wrong? I don't know what Tisu is. Oh, Tisu. So it is Tisu. I just didn't remember what the meaning was. That's the first. Accuse. So Superman is in the bathroom of the house, holding a super hoe, and he drops it on the ground. Okay, so it's the hoe for the dropping. And then begins accusing him of being a horrible caretaker. The words supernaturally come out of the inanimate hoe. Okay. It's Tisu. I just didn't know what it meant. So, alright. How many Sus do we have? We have 2. Yeah, Gao Su is where I was getting the Su, but I had no idea what this means. Tisu. Tisu. Go figure. Legal term. Alright. Tisu. How does that line up with Tisu? Someone is to begin a lawsuit accusing them. Fair enough. Fair enough.
准，请，
Or invite. Oops. Oh my gosh, I missed the 4. Come on. I tried to hit the 4 and I hit 5. This one is.
冠，
We're ready for this one, right? Practice this.
认清，
认清是非。
To remember clearly. It could be just clearly, to remember clearly, to know clearly. I don't know how to place it.
体会，
深刻的体会，
What was this? 起诉。
起诉，
他会被起诉的。
老师，
你是老师吗？
字，
That was a typo. Lots of these things are typos. I should really practice on my typing accuracy. Um,
意思，
什么意思？
太阳，
有出太阳吗？
it could also be that I'm very tired. That could be also a factor today. What is going on? What did I do here? Oh, I typed the wrong number. What? Wait. Oh, that's Su. I mean, that's Zu. Whoops, that's Zu. Oh my goodness gracious. Send help.
举重，
我讨厌举重。
Send help. Someone send help.
6万，
3万加3万等于6万。
60 million? 6. Six. Oh, this isn't Jewel. This is I just lost everything. I just don't know this anymore either. That's supposed to be grain, right? But that's not. Yeah, it is, right? So
租，
no, it's still that's right. I'm still puzzled.
休克，
病人休克了。
What? To overcome. Oh, shock. Sorry, shock.
路段，
这个路段经常塞车。
What is wrong with that one? Renqing is to see clearly. Oh, okay, that's fine. So it's literally to see clearly. That's fine.
其他，
有些语言比其他语言难学。
Okay. Steady.
你呢？
你呢？你需要多长时间？
So what the heck did I do here? Oh.
顺眼，
不顺眼，
Pleasing to the eyes. That's work? Yes. Yes.
上山，
上山需要带水，
So what the? Wait. So 10 and 1. Oh. Okay, it's fine.
不但，
他不但聪明，而且用功。
成，比，主要，
主要任务，
主要 universal want. So you must have it. Or it's very important. Or you must main. Oh my goodness. The main thing you want is master over all other things. I'm gonna place important. So I don't have to pivot on Zhu Yao. Yeah, we're gonna block that out. Oh my gosh, I wrote the wrong accent. Today has been a struggle, but it's probably because I'm tired. Oh no, that's not it. Carve goat. Oh no. It's
刚，
okay.
次，
Occurrence. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna concern myself with that.
黄色，
一台黄色的车，
打工，
假期时间我去打工。
Okay. Yeah, yikes. Cocoon Man? Cocoon Man? Okay.
不一定，
你的看法不一定对，
天气，
天气怎么样？
Gotta make sure I'm not, yeah. So,
百般，
百般阻挠，
没想到，
我没想到会收到礼物。
王位，
王位继承人，
车站，
我们在车站见面吧。
It is that. Like a bus station or or a transportation station or a transport station. Okay.
清晨，
他每天清晨6点出工。
小，慢，喝，
I usually type bus station, but I was trying to capture everything.
粗，最后，
我们刚完成最后一个。
最后一个 Yeah, the very last. The final. Yeah, the last. The very last. Last. Yeah, 最后一个 the last one, the final. Still the same. Oh, jeez, wrong. Typed the wrong number. 不客气。
不客气，
谢谢，不客气。
The heck was this, cricket?
嗯，大腿，
我的大腿痛。
I can't spell thigh. Oh my gosh, that is like the 4th time I've misspelled thigh. Jeez.
水，
Save me. And I
千
typed the
万，
wrong number
3000
there.
万。
Okay, so we're only doing the 千万, right? Wait. Oh my gosh. Wait. Wait. It's 100 million, right? Am I trying to type 1 million or 100 million? Or 10 million? Wait. Oh my gosh. I need to think about that. So 10,000, 1,000, 10,000. It's 1 million, right? Wait. It's 10 million. 1,000, 10,000. 10 million. Is that not 10 million? $10 million. Okay. Watch me misspell it.
衣带，
这一带有学校吗？
这一带有学校吗？ Okay, alright, I'm not going crazy. It's fine. I'm going crazy! I didn't read the left side again. It's like spray. Spray just doesn't exist for me today. I've ignored spray 6 times today. Send help. Oh my gosh, let's not ignore that. Good thing that's the only one. Jen. Why am I drawing a blank on this? 准确
准确
准确的说明，
套
哦 Wait. So this is not that one. It is not that one.
E
But what is the meaning of it? What's the meaning they want for this? Oh, right. Jeez, 100 million.
面
That help. And I typed the
Tran.
wrong number again on this. It's fine. We're almost there. And I typed the wrong, just
火
did not read the left. Right. Live. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I can't. Wait. Wait, is it do? It's
态
do.
度
他的态度很友好，
Is that still attitude? Okay. Yeah, I gotta finish at least this. Which
网
is
上
I'm
我
trying
们
to
可以在
do.
网上聊天。
Alright, I think we're... Oh my gosh, my exhaustion is wrecked me really hard today. I made so many typos. So many typos, so many misreads. I mean, I knew all the most of the words, but except for this one. Which one is it? Wait. Oh no, this is from yesterday. Which one is it? This one. I just couldn't remember what Tisu means. It wasn't the read that I was having a problem with. It was the meaning. Tisu. How long ago was this? Yeah, it's a lot. Oh, it's one of... Oh, it was back in February. It's one of the first ones. The first batches. Jeez. Sue. Alright. Today was rough. Tomorrow is gonna be probably a lot... gonna be a problem too. I'm pretty exhausted today. I'll try to get as much sleep as possible tomorrow. I wasn't kidding when we said we had to scrap ST. I wasn't kidding when I said we had to scrap Spanish today. I wasn't gonna get to Spanish. It was a level up day on Wanikani. So level up day means that it requires a minimum of 4 hours. Minimum of 4 hours minus the 4 hours that I spent talking. So it took over 8 hours to finish Wanikani. There was absolutely no possible way that I could spare 4 hours and still get Spanish done. And tomorrow is gonna be the same because today is day 100. Tomorrow is gonna be day 100. So this portion is gonna take 6 hours probably. It's gonna be 4 hours for the review thing. Maybe I'll try to be a little take some inspiration from my Wanikani one and then be a little bit quicker about it. Oh, but the statistics is gonna be done differently because I don't have that much. Let me see. The nice thing about this is there are some statistics here that I can use to parallel it. But yeah, and today I was struggling. I was struggling really hard. Like I was very tired. It was fairly clear that like my error rate was off the charts. Like I've typed, my fingers have hit 1 through 5 incorrectly so many times. And then whenever I say something, I'm not typing the thing I'm saying. So my mind was wandering, which makes sense. I don't usually push myself through too much. I wasn't really joking about having problems focusing, but I do have a lot of trouble focusing. And it also becomes very evident when I'm very tired. So I think the longest I've ever, I'm no longer that young, but 6 years ago, if you say rewind 6 years ago, I used to stream like 14 to 15 hours a day every single day. I'm not that young anymore. I mean, it might sound like it's not a long time ago, but back in the day when I was streaming that long, I wasn't doing things like this. Like I wasn't trying to work really, really hard. You know, you were playing games, and the video games that I played were live service games, or like games that people play a lot. You know, when you're streaming, you're doing something that you've done lots and lots of times, right? Like you get good because you keep streaming this. You're streaming and practicing the same thing. But this stuff, oh, it's so obvious when I'm off the deep end. Like I start making errors that I don't usually make, and that's totally understandable. It's humbling. It's humbling, but it's also important to know. Like what I mean is I know where my limits are. So usually when I say this is where I start going downhill, I really do mean this is where I start going downhill, even though I try my best still. At like around the 8:30, 8.5 hour moment, that's when things start going downhill. Not that it's not functional, but I usually do something that doesn't go downhill. So like playing a video game or trying to get an achievement on a video game that I've already played and understand requires less effort. But when I am trying to learn really hardly and I'm tired, it's obvious that I'm struggling. But it's not a place of negativity. But yeah, I don't know if you've ever done it. This is one of the points that I make to myself and to a lot of people a lot of times. When you're tired and you want to like be at your best, to do your best, right? Try not to be tired when you're doing that. It's kind of like going to lift weights tired, right? If you can't exceed past where you are, you're not making, there's a lower chance of success. So like there's something to be said about students who try to cram everything, right? But after a certain amount of time, that cramming, consecutive cramming would not work anymore. You would put in all the work and you're gone. Like you would get diminished return. So oftentimes when someone says, oh, I forgot to study and I only have 2 days left, instead of cramming 2 days straight, you cram with breaks. You got to take some breaks, because even a 10 or 15 minute break in like an 8-hour session is far more beneficial than going through that 15 minutes. So I tried to take a break today and it's still okay. I remember days when I see someone like try to study 14 hours straight, and my thought was, if you spent the likelihood, this is not to guarantee it, but if you likely not being distracted, right? Not being distracted. If you're free of distraction because you're already cramming for something, 2 hours on, go lie down for like 10 minutes. Like stare out the window for 10 minutes, then come back and 2 hours on and off. So that, in my opinion, is illustrating how important resting is. If you push through something, sometimes your retention just goes off a hill, and that's kind of what I tend to try to avoid. Agreed. That's why you try to do all your work when you wake up, when you have the most energy. Exactly. You want to put in when you're good, when you're solid. So whenever you see me in Spanish, it's because Spanish, the nice thing about Duolingo, right? I know this is going to sound like, well, you don't learn as much. It's like, well, yes, that's true, because Duolingo is less stressful. There are more aided things. There are more context things. So what happens is, right now, it's kind of like I'm trying to normalize it, but I also want to normalize the energy that I have. And usually, I have thought about like swapping the order, and that's also a thing too. You can like switch the order and whatnot. But generally, if I don't pass 8 hours while trying to learn something, I'm pretty solid across the board. I tend to pace myself fairly well. After 10 hours, loop zone. We get into loopy zone where like, okay, I better be like playing a video game or just chatting or something, because that's not gonna happen. I remember one of those cram days, like secretly I wrote in a very lot of documents before, where I had, you know, back in the old days, in the young days, where you cram, you plan out exactly how much time you need, right? This isn't procrastination. It's a little different from procrastination, but it's kind of procrastination if you look at it in the detail. I remember like I used to plan the maximum or the minimum amount of time spaced out with the understanding of my resting periods to do a project, and then I work on it later. Nowadays I do it first and then relax. So here's an example. You brainstorm. I forgot what that's called, but you background process most of these things. Like, oh yeah, there's a project, I need to type up like a 20,000 page review of this thing. All right, I'll just brainstorm, do whatever I feel like that's kind of related to it. Just keep thinking ideas, but then I map out how long I need. So I need like 10 days, at least a 6-hour rest period between them. I can allocate these things, and you get kind of excellent at doing that after you do it for so long. Like sometimes you fail, sometimes it doesn't meet your quality, but after a while you get used to putting it at the end. So oftentimes I would be like, okay, so they gave me 6 months to do this, but I can pretty confidently do it in 2 weeks. But the 2 weeks are not a cram period. It's a 2 weeks with the ideal minimum amount, the minimum, not really necessary, the minimum amount of rest periods do I have. And since I've added those rest periods, my work is nearly on point to do that. In the old days, when you procrastinate, is different. What you do is you cram everything and you never planned on the time that you rest, plan on the time that you be working on something, and plan those things out. So there is merit to that. The alternative way nowadays for me is you do that in the beginning and then just work on whatever after. So nowadays it has swapped. But yeah, definitely. And also journeys are also most, if you're looking at even a bigger picture, where your enthusiasm is most strongest in the beginning. If you had to calculate and take a bet, if you wanted to do a project, right? If a project is given to you and you have a certain period amount of time to think about it, oftentimes your enthusiasm for it and your drive is early in the process. not later in the process. So then if you can combine all of that, rest periods, when you're optimally functional in the beginning of the day, you can just choose, like, the chances of your quality, in my opinion, being better with whenever you take, say your optimal period is like 3 hours in the day, right, in the morning. So you have a project that you estimate will take, let's just say 30 hours, right? You could choose to say, oh, I'll do 6 hours in 5 days, across 5 days. Or you could choose to do 3 hours in your optimal time across 10 days. And to me, this is anecdotal. For others, you are statistically likely, I would say, that if you were to take that project, that total 30 hours, and you work during your optimal times, because you were given, it's a 30-hour project that you estimate, but you were given 1 month to do so. The idea is you choose the time when you're working your optimal, because in the long run, you are still losing a total of 30 hours in both cases. But the idea is you are not working, you are working suboptimally, right? Suboptimally. So it can lead to dissonance and deterioration of quality. And planning this stuff is so much less stressful when you space it out. Like, you could even choose you can even make it even more optimal and do 1 hour a day at your peak, near your peak, across 30 days to get you to that 1 month, 30-hour period. And in all the other rest of the time, you can stagger with other things. So in the, you probably heard this before, where like, you want, and you can start small, start at 1 hour periods, but then when you do 1 hour periods, you can push for slightly longer periods, like 2 hour period or in between 2 hour periods. Then your peak time, your optimal peak time becomes spread to 2 hours. So it's kind of like a progressively making yourself more durable. And over time, my peak, maybe 4 hours consecutively, I would say would be a peak. But when I go past 8 hours in the day, it's like downhill. It goes off the deep end. But that's kind of when you hear like the life hack that people talk about, where if you look at a project and you notice that, oh, this is going to take you 300 hours of work, or you might even be as more general as like, oh, this is going to take me 6 months of work. Well, the idea is you got to break it up into smaller chunks, right? Into smaller chunks so that it can seem manageable. And even on top of that, break it up into your optimal chunk. How can you get it so that the most of your time is during your optimal work environment, your work energy? So oftentimes that's kind of like saying you go to the workout, like if you work an 8-hour job, right? If you work an 8-hour job, 9 to 5, if you make your life be better or more efficient during that time, your work productivity will go up. This is for something you can control. Obviously, your employer could help out and make this 8 hours more optimal, but that's not in your control. You can ask your employer for like better work environment or something. That's up to them. But for you, if you want to improve your work performance, it often ends up then improving your overall aftermath. Like when you come home from work, your levels might be elevated and you might get rewarded and that stuff. So oftentimes that's kind of what people tend to neglect. So what they do, and this might sound like a lot of kids, their peak hours are when they are lazing around, you know, your afternoon days. And they plan to be in the worst condition. worst conditions during classes, right? And you might be thinking, well, you don't care about the classes. That's why you want to be in the worst condition. But the thing is, if you are optimal in your work classes, right? When you're peaked, like you fix your sleep schedule, your nutrition, you time it so you're most alert in a class because you can't change your class time. Or you can after you pick them, but once they're set, you want to make your life routine most, because if you do that, the stuff you're doing, you might actually reap most of the benefits of the relaxing part because it's downhill. You're not required to expend energy per se, more energy for that. And this might sound counterintuitive, but generally speaking, if you focus on optimizing the other way, you would likely have more energy overall in the long run on spending or wanting to do things that you've been putting off, like hobbies. It's crazy. This sounds crazy. The first things you do really does impact the rest of your day. So, like when someone comes home and say, work sucked. Now I don't even want to play video games. Well, didn't suck because you are already prepped for it. You are less likely to skip what doesn't suck, which is what comes after, largely because of habit formation. And that's the thing about association of habit formation. So if you start the day negative, and then you get negative feedback because of your work, because of obligation, then by association, anything that comes after is compensation. Or in other words, for the edgy kids out there, it's coping. You cope. You cope with your day. So what happens to all the things you love, your hobbies? They're only meant to cope with your problems. They don't create extra energy. And then when you go to bed, you're likely to start the day again incredibly exhausted. So that's kind of one of those things, like sometimes you kind of lose focus of what the like when Procol was talking about like addiction and getting over something. Sometimes the source of the problem is not, when you focus on the consequences of the problem, it might not actually be the source of the problem. So I absolutely do this. And sometimes back in the day, I have really problematic focusing on tasks. So it would be like, I get up straight in the morning and I study. I study for 20 minutes. And that's it. I don't do anything else. Like, I don't do anything with my work. I go to work, but I'm not really studying anything. Like, I go to work to do the things I already know how to do. Like, collect data. Like, that's like labor. Labor stuff. Like, things I've done. When I mean study, I learn in the morning. And that sounds like crazy talk, because most people would say, well, when you're in the morning, no one wants to learn classes in the morning. That's not true. Why do formal education want to be in the morning? The idea is not that you are going to raise in the morning. You're going to try to get yourself up in the morning. The idea is the first thing you do when your energy is technically high, when you're prepped for it, right? When you have excellent sleep hygiene and whatnot, is that is your peak time. In fact, sometimes some people would argue if you take a nap, right? If you're really tired, you've already hit my 20-hour limit, right? I walked away from my studies when I'm cramped, like when I need to study from exams. I take 5, like every 20 minutes. I take 5 every 20 minutes. So like in a matter of hour, right? In a matter of an hour, which is 60 minutes, I would have quote unquote used up an additional 15 minutes for 3 breaks. And that's kind of how I did it. and then I continue to build. So if I can do 20 minutes, can I do 25 minutes? Now, it goes a long way, because now that I can do 8 hours, the thing is, I see my old self when I'm tired. Like, I just cannot focus on things anymore. And today was pretty noticeable. I would say something like, oh yeah, I made this error. I know what it is now. And immediately when it comes up, I make the same exact error. I'm like, okay, I know what this is. I keep saying the answer, but I'm just not focusing. And if I had anything to illustrate what it's like to have an attention deficit, that's probably it. Like, imagine always knowing the answer and constantly screwing up the same thing over and over again. I'm not saying, and I don't even know, I can't even tell you if I'm on the spectrum or not, right? The idea is it happens when you're, it happens maybe even to people who aren't attention deficit. It's very, it does occur. And one thing that alleviates that is having very short content format to alleviate that, because you're not needing to focus to get stimulated anymore. And I don't think any human does not find that enjoyable. Like, what I mean is, it's pretty clear that statistically that humans enjoy not having to focus for a very long time. Even if you have a long focus time, at some point exposure to short form format gravitates you towards not having to focus too much, being stimulated. Pretty interesting. And I like to hear that you start your day off with the most of your work, because in my opinion, if you start your day off doing your work at your optimal, everything else just seemed like free space. You know, like, work at your best, not at your worst. In my opinion, that sounds like a hot take. That's gonna sound like a hot take. I'm gonna leave it as a hot take. Whatever that looks like, it's not like first thing in the morning. If your best is not first thing in the morning, that's fine. The idea is you try to find your preferred time and work within that window. And I can assure you, in my opinion, it will very likely beat out when you're choosing to do things willy-nilly, like just haphazardly, like, oh, today I just feel like doing my work. You are intentionally deciding when to do your work. And I have to. So if I went to Duolingo today, if I'm gonna go to Duolingo after this, it will be a mess. I will probably type I would have like a 90% error rate, because I'm just not going to type any articles. Like, it's just Spanish articles, what? Like, and I can't skip it, because Duolingo, you need to get it right. You can't do like what you can do in HanziHero. So you can't just say, yeah, all right. I know, articles. Nah, Duolingo is just going to yell at you over and over again. Okay, anyways, thank you for chiming in. And why are you awake, ST? If you're still here, why are you still awake? That's a better question. You know, I wasn't expecting to hear anybody this late. Okay, let me finish this stuff while I'm going. Oh, was this supposed to be blowgun? Blowgun. Small white spring. Gun. Yes, gun. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugi. Yen. Silk. Okay. Jie. Yes. Who's being observed? Goofy is. Guan. And choose. Who's choosing between snake skins and seaweed and road? The holy seaweed and road and the expensive snake skin. And what does the road have to do with all of this? Professor X? Fun. I don't understand what the road has to do with it though. Yeah, I have no idea what the road has to do with it. Jeez. No more. Oh, Jing. Oh, yeah, 靠近。歌词，歌词，词典，我也词典，可靠下不下末项末回回让return 回让 no I'm like that doesn't make sense. This is 回顾 yeah to review 红色药水找药香让 what does this mean 相让 one another yield to wanting to concede concession 澡堂 okay all right, let's do these. So Gandalf basement pawn shop, and he's chasing a goblin that went down in the basement trying to steal things maybe, and the goblin used a blowgun and hit Gandalf in the heart, where then he falls down and he can't feel anything anymore. He's paralyzed. Right. Feel. We have Yugi inside the pawn shop. and I'm gonna modify this a little. The pawn shop owner is gonna pay for an original way to heat up the pawn shop, right, and make a centerpiece. So Yugi decided to use a cliff spring card to do so. Then Jimmy Neutron is inside the electricity plant, and he's trying to steal electricity for his experiment, but then a soldier found him and tied him up with some silk, and then he kept complaining, so he also tied up his mouth. Okay. Then we have Goofy outside of the pawn shop, slacking off, but he can't really slack off. Or they know he's slacking off because the walking eye surveillance from the pawn shop and the stork. Oh my gosh, how do I do a stork? Boombox. Is it boombox and then turkey? Yeah. Turkey are observing him for the sake of the pawn shop, right? The stork is a delivery stork that works for the pawn shop. That works. Okay. And then we have Professor X in the basement of the pawn shop. And what is he doing in the basement of the pawn shop? He is checking out some expensive snakeskin. And or seaweed, some legendary seaweed, and I have no idea what the road is, but the thing that was really clever in my opinion that helped him is, I know it's in the basement because he needs to get out in the basement, but he's usually in a wheelchair, so how did he get down in the basement anyways? And these are expensive exotic things which belong to pawn shop, but where did the road come from? Which thing to buy to take on with him on the road? Okay, so he's going on like a traveling trip. Okay, that's fine. He's looking at supplies. So he's looking at supplies to take on the road. Fair enough. Okay. And it was messy, but I think we are pretty okay today. As okay as I can be. So we did get this. Right. So Bay. No, actually I'm not even sure if we got Bay today. Bay, which is prepare. I think we're okay with this for a while. I'm pretty okay. And then how do I screw this one up? Oops. Oh, we got this one today, though. Definitely got this one today. Guan, which is a custom. A custom. That's fine. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. And we have this one today as well. Oops, that's not the correct one. One chin. This one was fine. completely or wholly. There was one that was kind of rough, and that was main, right? Main that I could practice here, which was 主主要. This is a bonus one. 主要. Which was main or primary. But something that's main or primary is important. It's the main point or the main thing. And then this one, I think we're okay. This one is Bad News Bears. Oh yeah, this is what they're using, right? Yeah. Largely because of gu. I mean su. I lost what qi su. This is to sue, which was supposed to line up with sue because it sounds like suing. Qi su. I think one thing that was missing is also I wasn't thinking of this as accuse, but more so begin or start. I usually think of this as rise, so it didn't help me out. Like to raise up or like to get up, like 起床. So I need to keep on reminding myself that this is begin or start. Because if I could with the start, it would tell me that it's something else. As in, instead of constantly trying to think of something that deals with something else. Alright. Anyways. Alright. So that's a wrap for HanziHero today. It's kind of a long day. Tomorrow's gonna be semi-long, about this amount of time. Hopefully it won't drag out like this a little bit. But it will, the lesson will be, you know what? I might do the review afterwards as opposed to beginning the lesson. So maybe try to do the lesson, the HanziHero, I mean the Wanikani lessons, then the HanziHero lessons, and then do the 100-day thing afterwards, because I think that has more flexibility in how well I get through my lesson for the day, as opposed to overviewing stuff and then doing the lesson at the end. That's probably what we'll do. We'll wrap up with the lesson, so I'll try to pace myself as due diligence as much as possible, and then we'll end the day with lots of the stuff, because it can go as long as possible. I've already sorted out what I was gonna say and the things I was gonna pay attention to. It's gonna be somewhat like very mirrored to Wanikani's stuff in order to draw comparisons, right? And it's gonna have even less things that I would change per se, because I've already started doing them. Yeah. We'll just describe most of the stuff that's changed since then. Wanikani's a little ahead, so in the last week I pretty much implemented and moved to that type of movement. There are other things I want to consider in the future to do in the HanziHero thing. That's a little further down the line. It's even past the next 100 days. And and things have changed in HanziHero on the back end, on the coding end, that Wanikani has not. Wanikani has not changed anything. Like the first 100 days, there was outside of content, right? And the content certainly was changed for both sides, but the availability stuff did change over time. That's why HanziHero does not have a remarkably, I'm not like considering other ways or other automation or something. In fact, I might even consider turning on more things and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not actually using all the features in the experience. We'll have to consider that, and I'll make note of that tomorrow. Yeah, so we'll do Wanikani, then HanziHero, and then we'll do the lesson wrap of the day 100 thing. So truly, after 100 days of lesson. Okay, that's it for today. Dinner, rest. No Duolingo Spanish today, of course, and then no for tomorrow as well. But I think Spanish is in pretty wonderful space. It's still in the review process, so taking a day or two off will not be too detrimental. And I'll probably end up doing some Duolingo Spanish while I'm eating anyways, as a practice to keep up the stuff. The volume is still significantly less than HanziHero. HanziHero is by far the one with the highest volume and density. Then comes Duolingo actually, and then Wanikani is the lowest volume, interestingly enough. However, it has the highest amount of volume that I must juggle because I know more things in Japanese than I do in the other two. Technically, not necessarily being seen here. All right. So until then, tomorrow, big day. I'll check another task off the bucket list, hopefully successfully and satisfactorily. And then we'll start our games again. But I still have like 1 day of runs for tiny folks, and then we're gonna start our Japanese game of the month. It's the highlighted project that I was gonna start on, which is to play the game, so to speak, in order to lean in to May's reintroduction of Duolingo Japanese. Alright. To continue anyways. Alright. Thank you for hanging out. If you're gonna watch this later, 谢谢. Right? Always feel free to follow along. Drop your hot takes in the comments if you want. Be ready to discuss, right? I love a good discussion. Evidence today. And if you're feeling a little bit adventurous, always feel free to stop by and mention or ask a question and sit for the discussion, I suppose. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. 大家下次见，拜拜。